Recently, I've noticed that my favorite green dragon bot farm to PK has gone missing in the wilderness. Now this happens from time to time when a bot farm's banned or repurposed to a different farm, but I decided to venture out and see if maybe there was another spot they were moved to. The East Green Dragon bots have been gone for a long time, and it was interesting to see that they were back. The price of Dragon Bones are way up because of a lot of the bot bans, so let's get out there for an hour and see how much loot we can PK off these bots. Maybe we'll even run into a PKer. Put an hour on the timer and start. I think the fastest way for me to get there is going to be through my house obelisk here, set to 19 wilderness. Alright, I saw some earlier, so let's hope they're still there. Get all potted up and ready. Oh, there's someone there. I noticed some are teleporting out when I run up and some are not, so see what kinds we can find. There's a 115 and a set 91. I'm tempted to get on my main as well, but I don't know if I'm going to bond it up just for this. Alright, we got our first one here. Let's make sure we smite too. Everyone knows where there's bots and then where there's loot to be PK'd, there's also going to be other PKers, so maybe we'll run into one. I probably should think about my setup, and yeah, I think it's pretty good. First bot down. Let's get this one over here as well. I was waiting for that one. It's kind of dumb to wait too long. I might as well just hop and go for another one. We are on a timer after all. 115. I've seen a couple 115s. Nice. I got him as when he was going to lose bones. Seems like he's out of food too, so that's probably a good key right there. So far, every world has had someone in it. I've only been on American world so far, so I'll keep those details in mind as I'm going forward and try to make sure to share them with you to make this as easy as possible for everyone who wants to also PK. I always say PKing bots is like a really good entry to get into PvP. Good money. You can do it with really budget gear and still make some good money. And you're kind of cleaning up the game a little bit. Okay, that bot instantly went and tellied. So I guess there's a couple farms. These 98s seem to telly as soon as they possibly can. Maybe I can catch him. Yeah, I caught him as he was running down. Maybe that means they risk something if they're a little bit better at getting away. I don't know what he is, but I'm gonna have to go for him too. Come on. Ah, he tellied. I wanted to get him. The reason I'm a little bit surprised that they're over here and not in the Wildy Slayer caves is because there's extra loot you can get from in the Wildy Slayer caves that has to make up at least almost the same amount you would get from bones and everything, with Trover's parchments and scrolls and spell sacks and things like that. This will be my 5th key if I can get him. Nice, that's 5 keys. That was really quick. Only 6 minutes and I was not that efficient. Alright, let's go into Edgeville and see what the loot's like. 6 minutes, remember that, so we can kind of times it by 10 and figure out what it would be total. Well, 1 key was awful, but what is that? About 300k total. A little bit more, maybe. 300k in 6 minutes, that's about, what, 3 mil an hour? If you're somewhat efficient. Per usual, I forgot to reset my loot tracker, so we're gonna add 300k on at the end. That's a classic move if you've been watching my videos. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe because I do a lot of different content. I do some bot hunting, some PvP, and also just some PVM videos. I do a lot of shorts for my Group Iron Man content. I'm also going to be playing in the tournament coming up, so if you're interested in any of that content, make sure you stick around. Alright, that might be perfect timing to get this one too. Yeah, I got both of them. I'm curious why some of these farms don't program their bots better. It's like, especially these green dragon ones, they just program them to just kill things, and if they die, they die. I know they don't risk much, but you'd think they'd have some sort of loss prevention. I'm not used to using this kind of magic gear. Usually I just use vestment robes because I am really a fan of having the extra prayer. As a somewhat inexperienced PKer, I don't really have good sense for getting smited and things like that, so it helps out a lot. But I'm noticing the massive damage increase with the Elder Robes as well as the Occult Necklace. There's another 5 keys. Let's go check them. Let's also see the highest loot from 5 keys as well. Looks like this one is about a little over 400k this time. 150k, that's a solid one. 24 bones in there. None of them were that bad. Nice, I got him before he tallied. These ones are kind of hard to catch. See if we can get that one as well. Got him too. Come on, catch him. Nice, I got him before he tallied. It's a weird script. That happened to someone on the last world too. It's like they run down to telly, but then they just don't. Some of these have to be hijacked accounts. Look at 119. No boss KC, just combat stats. It really is just a bot. Another 5 keys. We're just under 15 minutes. 454k is my best so far. Let's see if we can top that. Definitely topped it. 100, 200, 300. Actually, it's just over. It's about 460k there. 470 maybe. If anyone has a theory on why the bot farm moved, let me know. I've actually gotten a few people that have some intel that own bot farms, as well as people that just do some hunting as well, and have noticed a trend that I haven't. Again, it just makes more sense for them to be in the caves because it's more money, but for some reason they're not. Hey, I caught him. He can just run down a little bit, but I don't think he's going to. That looked like someone ranging up there. Let's see if it's an actual person. At 70? For you? Some kind of iron or something? Juked me. That was pretty smart. Yeah, it's... Oh, I killed him. I'm gonna check the key. If it's not worth much, I'll probably just destroy it. 123k. We'll keep it in. I didn't save the name of that last guy, but if anyone is a high scores checker, let me know if that was like a hardcore or something. I'd be interested to see if I accidentally killed a hardcore. I don't think I've ever killed a hardcore before. I know I have killed a UIM, and he had just a full inventory of strange stuff. I feel a little bit bad, but as also an Iron Man, I get that if you go in the wilderness, that's what it is. It's not safe. I get an absurd amount of comments from people that think that the wilderness should be safe for everyone who wants to go do PVM in there, which is a little bit funny to me, especially because they don't really realize that I mainly play PVM content. I have pretty much 2 full Void Wakers on my iron, as well as some of the Revenant weapons. It just has to be the softest kind of people that complain about that sort of thing. Not that Jagex is perfect, but a lot of these updates in the wilderness and the content out here is balanced around the fact that it's more risky because you can be PK'd, so that's why things like the Revenants and Wildy bosses are such good loot, as well as like the Wildy agility. What are you? I mean, he's got bot gear. I don't know if he is a bot, but certainly going to take him out. That is some nostalgic armor there. He's praying. He really could spec me out pretty easily. It's got to be a bot. I mean, what's it doing? Definitely got some mage levels because I'm splashing on him more than the other bots. Here we go. Here we go. This is the exciting part. Around about 400k again. Seems like we're getting an average here. On today's episode of Is It a Bot? What do we think, guys? Without looking him up. It's hard to say. Wow, big hit. I'm not sure. Ooh, I caught him. He was dancing under the dragon. Ugh, this one had a lot of food, and I sat there waiting to get on him for a little bit. Probably does not have a lot of loot then. Really shouldn't sit around, especially when I'm doing a 1-hour speed run here. Just past the halfway mark at 31 minutes with this. I think this is the 5th inventory. I think this is the 5th inventory, maybe. It's a decent one. They're 400k or so. Another really cool feature of this bot farm that can't really be understated is the fact that you can do it at almost any level. So far I've seen that the bots range anywhere from level 65 to about 120, so even if you have like a max main, there's plenty of bots for you to kill, and it's good money either way, so it's brainless and fun in a weird way because you're looting keys too. It was by far my slowest trip so far, and probably, well, not bad loot. I got 2 good keys in there. It really almost always averages out to about 400k. With a full inventory, it looks like they can have about 160k worth. Pretty fancy getting 2 at once there. It was a 3-minute inventory. That'll help us keep the pace up here. Just noticing that my staff is uncharged. Really stupid to waste the scales anyway, because they're very expensive right now, which is another symptom of nuking all the bots. I'm not sure what it does when it's uncharged, if it gives any magic bonus, or what the deal is with it. Just saw a PK over here. Nice, I caught him. See if we can stay with him. I can outrange him here. Is that an armadillo crossbow? It is. Spot up here. Get some good damage on him. Maybe I can smite him. Let's see. Trying to TB me. Interesting. Did not bring a ton of food for this fight, so I'm gonna have to just keep doing. Oh, I got him. I doubt that's the ACB, but I had a decent chance at it, right? This spot's already affected by the spell, so that means that guy was TBing and trying to kill the bots as well. I mean, I think that's a good sign for him having loot. Let's go bank this and see if we cut the ACB somehow. The guy seemed a little bit clueless just because he was trying to TB me and dehide, but I'm sure I didn't get it. Ah, I didn't get it. Some okay loot there, though. Alright, we got about 10 minutes left. Let's get back out there. What the hell was that? He just went under me. I have no idea why. That made me feel like I was going to skull trick him somehow. That was very strange. I guess that's the fun thing about this. Can't always expect exactly what's going to happen. I mean, I've already had a couple odd occurrences just in the little hour that I've been doing this. Noticing a couple patterns, it seems like the higher level bots tend to have like actual names, which makes me think maybe they're hijacked or something. And then the lower level farm definitely have just random letters, probably get banned a lot quicker. I guess it is worth smiting. They do have a glory extra, so... Alright, probably second to last inventory here. Another decent one. I have about 6 minutes left on the timer. You gotta love 4 keys in one world. That was a nice one. Bot down, that might be the final key there. Alright, we're telling to the bank with 13 seconds left. That's kind of perfect timing. Definitely don't have time to go back out. Let's see this last inventory here. Pretty solid. Pulling up the final loot here, we got 3.36 mil, plus the 300k we PK'd before we put the tracker on. That takes us to right about 3.7 mil in 1 hour. Honestly, really solid. I think I could do a little bit better if I was trying to be more efficient, but I'm happy with that. Basically 4 mil in just 1 hour of PKing bots. For those of you interested in the supply cost, it was really only about 100k. Just some bladed potions and food and like 100 casts of wrath runes or whatever. Pretty good for a bot farm that just cropped up. I'm glad I went and checked because I've been a little bit bummed that they've been missing from the Slayer Cave. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and definitely get out there and do an hour yourself. I'm curious to see what you guys can come up with. Let me know how much money you made and the level of your account. I might have one video up before the Leagues series, so look out for that. And if you're excited for Leagues, make sure you stick around for that as well. Alright guys, until next time.